This is the research and development garage where years and years have been spent working on a concept, which at first Dave thought would be fairly simple.
To me, when we first started looking at it and looking at so many of the components that are in the marine applications in boats and the newer cars, lightweight, high power, corrosion protected, that you start putting that together and thinking it wouldn't be too hard to get a car to go on the water or a boat to go on the road.
In the early days, the first models were fun, but they didn't go very fast.
So I'm a kind of guy that I don't like slow. If I'm going to have something, I want it fast. And to be able to take a car into the water, I was so hooked. So I just figured if I could just make this thing fast. So we've put a bigger motor in it and kind of worked with it and didn't go much faster. So we started to realize you have to lift the tires up. You have to lift the wheels up.
Time and again, they went back to the drawing board. Even as each new model came closer to the goal, they would always look for ways to take it to the next level. Today, their perseverance has paid off.
We're finally to that point. After all these years, we finally have something that we're just extremely proud of because it works so well. I could go down the freeway at freeway speeds, no problem. And I could go on the water 40, 45 miles an hour.
But to market this car to the general public, Dave knew that along with speed and performance, it also had to be safe and reliable.
It's all foam filled, kind of like a surfboard. So if it does start taking on water, it's not going to sink. And the thing is, they're extremely reliable because we have the new Honda VTEC motor in it. So we've tried Corvette engines, we've done Subaru engines, and actually what we're at right now is the Honda. It's a VTEC motor and it works great. It's the same motor that the Honda makes the 250 outboard in. So people all over the world recognize this motor as like an outboard motor, but here again, it's the same motor that's been in a Honda Accord. So it puts out the power, it's lightweight, and anybody can work on it. It was such a natural. When we designed and found this motor to work for us, it just solved so many of our issues, and they're just so dependable.
The biggest challenge was creating a seamless transition from land to water. Until now, amphibious cars required the driver to stop and make a variety of adjustments to switch the car from road mode to water safe.
So what we really strived for was to make this transition between the water and land and water smooth, just something that was really thought out. So where we put everything needs to be like in a car, but the same steering wheel works in the water as it does in a car. Man, just the engineering involved with that. 6 patents involved with that. So in essence, what you do, as soon as you hit the water, all you do is put it in neutral here, and you flip this little switch right here, and then the wheels come up, and you drive it just like a boat.
Another unique feature is the ability to open the car doors while on the water.
Normally you can't open the doors in the water, but what's unique about this is that we can open the doors and we can open them and the skier can get in. And so, I mean, there are so many things that are just so well thought out on this and yet so simple.
As the final concept neared completion, Dave looked to every detail to make sure everything about driving the water car would be easy and convenient.
Some of the things that you don't even think about until you're actually starting to drive it. But what do? Does the speedometer work when you're in the water? I mean, the wheels aren't turning, but you still got to know how fast you're going. So that's where technology kind of came up and we met together. This speedometer here is GPS, so it doesn't know whether or not we're in the water or whether or not we're in the lands.
The water car is now officially on the market, but the ticket price isn't for the faint of heart. A fully loaded custom order will set you back about $135,000. Made in the USA, in Fountain Valley, California. You can find out more about the water car at WaterCars.com.